I'm going to talk about something that I never talked about as far as dealing with Atlanta. I'm going to briefly touch on it, because I have several things to say. Later on, I'll make a full video about it. So what I'm about to say, the Atlanteans are going to be like, shh, no, you done gone too far. Like, this really is raw and uncut. Like, people really haven't talked about this. This is what's gonna separate me from other people. Lake Lanier. Now, for those that don't know what Lake Lanier is, and the reason why you shouldn't go to Lake Lanier, and how it has relevance to Atlanta, I'll explain. Lake Lanier is a man-made lake. There's a town that is submerged in Lake Lanier. In the mid-50s, there was the army that actually flooded a whole town. That town that they flooded was a black town. The black town had church, school, stores, houses, graveyards. They drove those people out, but some of those people stayed because that was their home. They dug up some of the graveyards, some of the bodies in the graveyards, but some of them were left. The reason why they flooded that area is to provide Atlanta's drinking water. In Lake Lanier, just this past July, somebody drowned and died. There have been over 500 deaths in Lake Lanier alone. 27 bodies are still missing. It is one of those areas that's like a ghost, they say that known ghosts have been walking across bridges and stuff. Think about that. All those black people that stayed were drowned to death because they flooded their whole area, the town called Oscarville. What does this have to do with Atlanta? Right now, Lake Lanier is your drinking supply, your water. You are drinking that water. Where black people, dead bodies are still in Lake Lanier. Houses, churches, schools. And that is Atlanta's drinking supply, water supply. Now I know why. See, now I'm gonna get on the spiritual, on my spiritual side. Some of y'all may not agree. Now I know why crazy things be happening in Atlanta. Like Highway 85, the bridge just mysteriously catches on fire and there's a whole block missing from it. The airport, mysteriously, the electricity shuts down. At an airport, had a blackout. I'll never mess with that area again. Since I learned about this Lake Lanier, I'm not messing with Atlanta. Let me move on. Black Hollywood. Okay, let me explain something to you. For all you that want to go down there and think that you're going to run into Tyler Perry or run into somebody that's going to further your acting career, you're sadly mistaken. You're sadly mistaken. And don't believe, for people that are in Atlanta, people that that's from Atlanta, that's in Atlanta, whatever, or that live in Atlanta, and they say they got these big acting gigs. No, you don't. Stop it with the BS. You an extra from a movie. You're an extra from a commercial. That's all you are. You're an extra. I know, because I used to live down there, and I knew a lady that put me on to all of the casting calls. I still have that stuff. I still follow the casting calls as we speak on Facebook. So I know how it goes. They want you to be a certain height, certain weight. They want your haircut to be a certain way, this way, that, blah, 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 blah. If you fit the description, you can be an extra. And in the extra, you get paid $11, $12 an hour. That's it. Come on, please. Please with that mess. Black Hollywood, my ass. Let's move on. If you're from New York, you might as well can it. Because Atlanta, the Atlanteans do not like New Yorkers. I'm just letting you know that right off the top. So if you go down there and you popping your lip, just make sure that you don't run your mouth, man. Cause they call them sticks down there. So if somebody say, yo, I'm about to get the stick or the chopper, you better run if you don't have nothing. It's an open carry gun state. So it gets real down there. Everybody has a gun down there, period. Let's move on. Alcohol. If you are alcoholic or if you just drink, you're a regular drinker. In Atlanta, I've seen, like they stopped at like 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. certain parts of Atlanta. Certain clubs, they stop 2, 3 o'clock in the morning serving liquor, right? But once you go on the outskirts, and like I said before, and I continue to tell you, most people do not live in the city of Atlanta. So once you go on the outskirts like Smyrna, Marietta, Sandy Springs, Dunwoody, Brookhaven, Stone Mountain, the list goes on. Once you go in those areas, they stop serving everywhere. Supermarkets, I'm talking about beer, wine, everything, liquor, ABC stores, all that. They stop serving at 11 p.m. And on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, no, excuse me, let me take it back. They stopped serving wine, liquor, and all of that stuff at like 11:30, Monday through Saturday. On Sunday, it's 11 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. So here, like in Charlotte, you get the drink, you go to any bar, restaurant, or grocery store if it's open. We used to have Harris Teeter used to be open 24 hours, but people started misbehaving, running up and sticking up people. But anyway, you can get, beer, wine, liquor, whatever have you, up until 2 o'clock in the morning. And that's every day. Like South Carolina, you can't buy no beer, none of that stuff on a Sunday. You got to understand. Oh, that's another thing that I forgot about that. These are Bible states. So Atlanta, no matter how corrupt it is, no matter how corrupt the government is, how corrupt the people are, how perverted the people are, on Sunday it's church. They have all of these mega churches around here. Those are where you got the Creflo dollars and all of these people robbing the poor with these mega churches. They got ATM machines inside of them. Let's move on. Sex trafficking. If you are a single woman, right? I suggest, and you want to live in Atlanta, I suggest that you get you a gun. I suggest that you go to the range, practice your aim. I suggest that you take some type of defense classes. So if somebody were to run up on you and grab you, you could quickly defend yourself. Because there's a lot of sex trafficking going on down there. Atlanta is the hub for sex trafficking. That's a fact. Big facts, that is. So if you're a single woman, I suggest that you have a gun. I suggest that you have you take up some class, defensive class, to defend yourself. If you don't have access to a gun, for now, if you have mace or something like that, or a pocket knife or something. But other than that, I would say don't go anywhere by yourself. Always go with a friend. Take a friend with you when you go into the club. Make sure that if you're drinking, make sure that you always keep your eye on your drink. Because somebody will slip a pill in your drink and it'll be a wrap after that. And that has happened. That happened while I was there. Yo, I'm about to stop. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm really dropping it. I'm just tired of people thinking that Atlanta is just this Wakanda, because it's not. It's not. And I know some of my subscribers are saying, yo, man, why you keep on doing videos of Atlanta? This. Because people need to know. And if it ain't for you to watch, it's not for you to watch. Stop watching it then. Stop watching the videos of Atlanta. Other than that, I'm trying to reach the people that are considering going down there. And I'm trying to show them, hey, listen, before you go down there, this is what you need to know. So you can make a decision. Well, you know, I didn't know that, you know, when I'm drinking water from the faucet in Atlanta, that I was basically drinking dead bodies. You are. Yeah. You saying they filtering it, but what about spirits? Do you all believe in spirits? And some people may say, well, I don't believe in spirits, but you drink it. You drink spirits. They literally say ABC store and it says spirits. Most of the liquor stores, it say spirits on it, because they know when you're drinking and you're under the influence, and I have been many times, but that, you know, I plead the fifth. But they know, the powers that be know, when you are under the influence, that means that you're open. Your body is open for a spirit to come in and possess you at that particular point in time. That's the reason why a lot of times when people drink, they wake up and they don't realize, they don't know what happened. They did something, but they didn't mean to do it. I've seen people that drink turn into Hulks. They want to fight. But when they sober, they punks. So don't tell me that you don't believe in spirits. Period. But I just want to give you an overall, you know, outlook on what Atlanta's about. Let's move on. And car insurance, ridiculous. You got to take an emissions test, you know, because Georgia, Atlanta, that whole area, Metro Atlanta, is like, the air is like horrible. And I mean, it's the obvious reasons, you know, you got freight trucks, you got regular trucks, you got cars. It's mad traffic. Mad traffic. You see what I'm saying? So be prepared to get your car emissions test inspected. Be prepared to pay. Your car insurance is going to be ridiculous. And speaking about cars, be prepared to pay mad bread when you gotta park somewhere, especially in Atlanta, downtown Atlanta. Be prepared to pay no less than $20. Between $15 and $20. That plain and simple. Langston, could you tell me something positive about Atlanta? Atlanta has culture. I'm not gonna lie about that. It's murals everywhere of, you know, pictures of black kids and black women and black men. It's nothing like that seeing, you know, somebody that looks like you all over the city and the culture, and it's nothing like it. You know what I'm saying? I like that area, Ponce de Leon, well, it's a street, but the area, the Ponce de Leon market and the Whole Foods and all of that area. You know, Atlanta's a nice place, but the people make it bad. The people make it bad. If you could clear out all of the people and just bring in some regular, normal people and just stop that, you know, like get drinking water from somewhere else instead of Lake Lanier, where there's a bunch of dead black bodies as well as white people too, then it'll be an all right place. But I think the place is cursed. I really do. Just because it's a black city, that doesn't mean anything. Fraternities. If you are not part of a fraternity, Deltas, or Q Dogs, and all the rest of that, everybody's clicked up. In other words, you can't. If you're not in the in crowd, then you're not in the in crowd. That plain and simple. It's one thing. It's two things that I've witnessed and I've seen in Atlanta that's real. That's evident. They're big on church and they're big on fraternities, Masonic, and regular fraternities. You know, the Deltas, you know, all of them fraternities. I don't even remember half of them joints because I'm really not into it. You go to Stone Mountain, they let you know what time it is. They got the Confederate soldiers carved inside Stone Mountain. They let you know what time it is. Places like Macon, places like Edenton, Georgia, places like Augusta, the black people are like, you're like, yo, what? Am I living in the 1600s? Okay, all right, I'm done. I'm definitely done. One more thing, social networking. People will say that they want to work with you, but if you don't have enough subscribers or followers, they ain't messing with you. And their intentions are not, positive intentions. They have malicious intentions. So it's like, let me use this person so I can get more followers and subs. But far as dealing with the social networks such as Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and the list goes on, TikTok and Snapchat, the list goes on, they're big on that. Yo, man, listen, I've said what I said, and I'm really done this time. I think I've covered everything. I'm done. I hope that this has benefited you all. And I mean, man, if all what I said in part 1 and part 2 doesn't somewhat, make you question whether the move to Atlanta is good or not, I don't know what to tell you. Hey, listen, I want you to like, I want you to comment, I want you to subscribe. If not, definitely share this video. This is for the people. This is for the people. The people need to know. Especially our people. Share the video. My name is Langston 2092. Peace.